All right, it's time for part 2 of what we discussed last week. It started as a massive argument. It was very intense. We were all shouting and screaming at each other. But it led to Blay reforming his ways, becoming quieter, more soft-spoken, more thoughtful. And out of that new persona came a decent pitch. Yeah. He said, hey, Blay, why don't you repeat it?
My pitch was...
Oh, man.
He's still learning.
No, he's doing it.
Oh, hold on. I'm taking the...
Don't listen to her.
Last week, you guys said I should lean back and I should be softer and not grip the mic. And so I'm going to do that.
I hate this.
No, I like it.
My pitch last week was you had said you were in the movie If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. It was a dramatic role. And you had said you're not looking for any more dramatic roles. So my pitch was, like Daniel Day-Lewis coming out of retirement, what kind of role would you come out of retirement for to what new... This is not a
almost had it.
Oh, you know what?
Had it.
You almost had it. It's okay.
What
this
role?
Is, you know what? This is a new persona, and those take time to get used to.
What dramatic role would you do next if you were to...
We got it. You could have ended the sentence there.
Look what you guys did.
But I did it softly, right?
Look what you did to my boy.
Yes.
I did it softly.
You know what? I like it when you're inarticulate quietly.
Okay. I'm just saying I did do it softly.
Yeah.
And I leaned back.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
Very good. We're done with that.
Okay, sorry.
Let's get on to the idea itself.
Here's the idea. Yes,
the idea involves me, and I think it's worthy of discussion. Well, famously, Daniel Day-Lewis has retired, I think, several times from acting.
He's back again.
And when he does, he doesn't just, mow the lawn. He's very interested in, I think, making shoes.
He's a cobbler.
He's a cobbler. And I've actually driven through the town in Ireland where he lives, and he makes shoes. So if you can imagine, and he makes them the old-fashioned way. And that's what's fascinating to me, is that this, maybe our greatest actor in the world, makes shoes when he chooses not to act. So let's have everyone imagine that I completed my role in If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. And I've retired to my small village, and I make late 19th century prosthetics for people who've lost their feet in a mining accident. And that's just my hobby. And so people come in and they say, I lost my foot. And I say, sit there and have some cider. And then I do various measurements, and then
While they wait?
While they wait. And I say, and you know what? While they're waiting, they have to live off only cider. And then I go into the woods with like a 19th century saw, and I pick out the best old tree I can find. And I fell a giant tree, a massive, beautiful tree that's been around for 1,000 years. And then I take one tiny piece of it.
For a finger.
For a toe that was lost by this guy. And then I go back, and while he's dying now, because it's been a while, I had to go to a tree in the Pacific Northwest, and he's in Jersey. But I will craft that. And that's what I do. But then one of my fans has a great idea for a role I should play, and it pulls me away from my craft, and I come back to the world of acting, and people are just as excited as when Daniel Day-Lewis re-enters. Just as excited.
Okay.
This is an alternate universe where that would be possible.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So I guess
where you can fell a tree.
Listen, I've read a lot of books, Sona. I've read a lot of books about manual labor. Okay? I've just finished a book called Exertion. And so I'm quite certain that when the time comes for me to do something with my hands or body, I will know how to do it. Long hours in the libraries. So that's what we're talking about, I guess, is what role would I do? Well, and I guess we're going to turn this out to the fans, right?
Well, we can do that, but we can discuss it amongst
we'll
ourselves.
discuss it first amongst ourselves, and then maybe it will end with a challenge to the fans. Tell me what role I should play.
Yeah, maybe there'll be some good ideas we can discuss at a further time. But the one staring us right in the face is that...
It's Pippi.
Pippi Longstocking. Yeah.
Me play Pippi Longstocking?
Yeah.
Is that what you were going to say?
No, but that's pretty good.
Pippi Longstocking is, well, okay. Pippi, refresh my memory, because I'm sure you're going to know about Pippi.
Well, we've talked about Pippi an inordinate amount of times on this podcast for some reason.
Well, we have. There are certain topics that naturally draw humans to conversation.
Yeah.
Do you know that we talked about it so much so that they did a documentary on her in Sweden, and they reached out to me because of this podcast, and I'm on that that documentary talking about my experience with Pippi.
That warms my heart. Well, Sweden, we're thinking of you, and thanks for the work. I mean, me to play is Pippi. How old is Pippi? Is Pippi in her 20s?
No.
Teens?
No, I mean,
kid.
yeah, she's like 12 or 13.
Oh, she's 12 or 13? I thought she was super strong.
She is.
Do they ever explain why she is so strong?
I don't think
It's
they
not
do.
like she's far from the red sun.
No, that's Superman.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All
No,
right.
she's just got magical kind of strength. It's
Okay.
just like wonderful, youthful.
Wow, what a
magic.
great origin story. Hey, this is who I am. Quit asking.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
How did Green Lantern? Hey, this is what I do. Leave me alone.
My experience with Pippi is only the dubbed American versions of the
Yes.
Swedish movies,
Yeah.
so I don't even
Yeah.
know.
Well, anyway, no, it's not going to be Pippi.
Okay.
Because I don't think I can play an 11-year-old girl.
The one
just
I was
can't.
thinking of
Uh-huh.
is this year specifically, they have to cast a new James Bond, you know.
Well, that would.
I'm not suggesting that.
Okay.
I'm just saying let's take it off the table.
Well, are
you
they
bond it
looking at long in the tooth Irishmen
That's
who've lived in America for a couple hundred years?
I guess Pierce Brosnan's a long in the tooth Irishman. They could just go back
They
to
should
him.
get.
Can you be suave and British?
Oh, come on.
Let's
do you
see
even
it.
do a British accent? I've never heard you do a British accent.
Well, first of all, does he have to be British?
Distinctively so, yeah. I mean, that's the one thing he has to be.
Look,
British.
they know that they're going to make changes. You know, Bond has to change with the times, right? So I'm thinking of a Bond who's from just outside Boston in Brookline, Massachusetts.
You're not far off. You know, they considered Burt Reynolds. They screen tested James Brolin.
Is
and
that
they
true?
Considered Adam West at one time too.
Oh my
I know,
God.
Yeah.
Well, they dodged some bullets there,
I know,
probably.
I know.
I mean, and I love those guys. I love everyone you just mentioned. But yes, it has to be British. Has to be British. No, there's no way I could be James Bond. Because yes, I think I have the suave sophistication, and I think I have the temperament. I think my fight scenes would be quite unusual. And I love that my Bond would be a Bond who, anytime he has to use the gadget, calls Sona and asks Sona how to use the
You're
gadget.
his cue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in real time, like I'm fighting
Yeah.
the Russian agent, and I call you to figure out how to use the thing in my watch that turns it into a garrote so I can strangle him.
Yeah.
And you have to walk me through it.
And then you call
And while
me
I download the app.
I don't pick up, and then
I call David.
and then you call David. David doesn't pick up. Then you start like doing all bits on our voicemail, and then you die.
Yeah. Yeah, this isn't a...
It's gonna be the shortest James Bond
Sounds
movie.
good.
Yeah,
but then the end of the movie is just playing all the bits that I did on the phone.
You mean like Cannonball Run blooper style
Yes,
over
exactly.
the credits? Okay.
Just bits,
right.
and people say like the movie's terrible, but stick around for the credit bed because those bits with Sona and David are okay.
All right, so let's take Bond and Pippi off the
Yeah.
table as much as we don't want to.
Yeah. My question was if there was a biopic you would do.
Oh, right.
And then I thought like, but then you'd want to be
Slenderman?
like Lyndon Johnson's
Slenderman,
Treasury Secretary.
Slenderman.
Yeah.
No, I mean that's a really good question. I don't know what historical figure I'm most like. I'm the exact height of Lincoln.
Speaking of Daniel Day-Lewis, though,
Yeah.
man, would you be ready to come on the heels of that recent film and try to
Okay,
one-up it?
I have problems with his Lincoln.
Oh.
I do,
Wow.
and he's a great. And I thought he nailed it in a lot of ways, but I didn't see him ever look to camera and like make faces or anything. I didn't see him once.
That's what you would bring to the role.
I would step. I
Like
would do a lot
Lincoln
of.
used to
I'd
do.
do a lot of breaking the fourth
This
wall.
is your camera. Let's see
Yeah.
a little Lincoln.
Well, I guess I got to go to the theater. Might not be a good idea if you know what I mean. You know?
God.
Do you know what I mean?
God.
Yeah.
Wait, Lincoln knows what's going to happen
Yeah,
to
he
him?
knows, but he thinks it's all kind of fun. You know, and
God.
yeah, he's like, let's go to the theater. I could get shot. Well, it's our American cousin. It's pretty funny. Maybe worth it. Oink. You know, he knows what's happening, and he's
Here's
kind
where
of
I'll
okay
be
with it.
sitting in case anyone's curious.
Yeah. But I mean, I think there are many similarities between Lincoln and I think we're both kind of tall, rangy, sharp cheekboned, guys that just stepped out of the prairie and gave a new hope of freedom to America.
Right.
Depression. We
Let's
both
go
had.
ahead and take that off the table.
Yeah,
Okay,
no
no
kidding.
Lincoln.
Pippi and James Bond is more likely.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I don't know what I would do. Oh, one idea is, they get the opposites. They get two guys who are completely unlike each other
Yeah.
to be in a cop movie.
Yeah.
And I've often thought, what if me and Olyphant were in a movie
This is good.
and it's a cop movie and, he's Tim Olyphant, so he's incredibly cool
Yeah.
and he knows what he's doing. And then I'm the guy who, let's face it, shouldn't be there.
Mhm.
So it's that kind of thing. What do we think?
I like this.
I
Yeah.
actually,
This
I
could
really
work.
like that idea.
Yeah.
Just so Olyphant can come in here and not pitch the movie, but promote the movie and stuff.
But
Just
does it-
another
does it
excuse
have
to
to
have him
be
come back.
Two cops. Couldn't it be that he's a cop and
he's
you're like an insurance adjuster that he has to, almost Midnight Run style, has to get
Guess
you
what?
somewhere?
How about this?
Yeah.
Closer to reality. He's a cop. And I know this has been done a million times, is the actor who has to go on some ride-alongs with him.
Uh-huh.
That's been done a lot.
No, but not for a movie, has it?
Yeah, it
Has
has. Yeah, I think 55 times.
Oh.
But anyway, that is not the way we go. I'm a podcaster. We take it home
Okay.
to what we actually do. It's
This is
closer to
good.
home.
Yeah, this is good.
So I'm a podcaster
yeah,
or a former late night host.
right.
But I think podcaster puts us more
Yeah.
in the zeitgeist.
So are you doing a true crime podcast where you've got to ride along with this guy because
That's a way to go.
about him?
Yeah,
Oh,
and then
that's cool.
Yeah.
But I'm a
Maybe-
real exactly, and
It's
I'm
a did he or didn't he? So there's a
and I'm always
level of threat.
But also, I've got my equipment, my podcast equipment,
yeah.
and so there's that comedy. There's me constantly bothering him. Oh, I'm thinking right now, Only Murders in the Building is about podcasting.
That's okay. Everything's about podcasting now, sadly.
Okay.
Yeah.
That bums me out, and I know those guys, and some say I really inspire them.
Oh.
I think I'm.
Sounds like they're inspiring you right now.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I'm a podcaster then. I don't know.
What about a journalist?
Boring.
Okay.
Oh.
Boring.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a contest winner. I don't know. There's got to be a reason why a guy like me is riding around with Tim Olyphant, who's a really good detective or cop. But we'll figure that out.
I know.
But
He has been accused of maybe some going over the line. He's a bit of a loose cannon. He's a quiet, kind of cool loose cannon.
Mhm.
And you're the IA internal affairs guy that has to follow him around to see if he's actually going too far.
do you get loose cannon though? From
when he's in here, definitely.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But I don't mean loose cannon that he's crazy, but like a Martin Riggs from Lethal Weapon, like he could crack or he could go too far and be a vigilante, like he could administer his own justice and you have to figure this
I'm
out.
just not sensing it. I don't think you have it. I don't think. And this
Okay,
is,
but I just want to say that pitch was what we're trying to get Blay to do, right? That kind of style,
What do you mean?
Just
Yeah.
just
Very
how it was
chill,
delivered.
a
You know what I mean?
chill-
Yeah.
That
your
was very
pitch
chill.
Your pitch style was terrific.
Okay, thank you.
Your pitch style was terrific. The pitch itself was, a rotted corn on the cob.
That's fine.
But I don't think it's quite right. Yes, Oblay?
I have a quiet pitch, which
Okay.
is going off your idea. There is a hostage situation, and you're the hostage negotiator brought in, but it's your first day.
Okay. I'm just trying to think of something that jumps out at studio executives. And by the way, studio executives today who are on the ropes.
Yeah.
What's working? Nothing's working. And you come in, it's got to be something that makes their minds explode.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, you say you've got Tim Olyphant. They're interested. Then you say Conan O'Brien's involved too. They're very excited. Very
More
excited.
so than Timothy Elephant?
Yeah,
Is that what you said?
Well,
that what you're saying?
listen,
They're
no
like
offense to
kinda-
Tim Olyphant, and
Yeah.
Tim's a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah,
Oh,
okay.
more excited. Okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
I was going to say with your hostage one, I'd rather the hostage be a woman so that they can do it. Like the whole thing is,
So
how do we get
this
Tim
victim
Olyphant
hostage woman is
naked?
going to have sex with her captor? That's the biggest case of Stockholm syndrome I've ever.
Can I just say, no one who goes to a Conan O'Brien movie expects or wants to see sex. So this is for the rare moviegoer who hates the idea of sex and never wants to see it.
Hear me out. You're an extra. So
No.
you're like only show up for a second, and then the rest of it is like people doing
and
it
then
with
he's
each
eventually
other.
cut out anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think studio executives who are on the ropes right now are looking to maybe make the next heated rivalry.
Yes.
And so maybe it's a Conan Timothy Olyphant, and you guys have a little romance.
You know what? So he's some kind of athlete because he can pull that off.
Yeah.
And I'm a guy who was an athlete, but then fell into a vat of chemicals. Like the Joker. And it turned my hair red and made me all stretchy and pale and long.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
this is good.
Yeah. And so, but when I used to be an athlete, we would pal around. And so, but now we're together. And what are we doing together? Because he feels badly for me, and I'm comic relief.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hanging around. I don't think he could be a current day athlete. So he's a retired athlete, right?
Okay.
Because I think
Are you
I'm looking
saying
it up
they
right
do
now.
it?
I was saying that they do it. I was saying
Yeah,
that
you
they're
were
that
saying
he's
you would-
even if it was the cop and
I'm
negotiator
sorry, I
situation,
missed-
you guys are finding a way to do
doing
it.
So it's me and Tim. Hold on, it's me and Tim getting it on.
Yes.
Because we're in love with each other.
Yes.
Did I also fall into a vat of chemicals?
Yes, that's
Obviously.
in every
That's
one of these
obvious,
pitches.
yeah.
Okay.
That's a given.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's for sure.
Let's just say the way people buy me in a movie is if I fell into a vat of chemicals. That's crucial.
What about this?
That's the
He's a veteran gigolo, and you're a gigolo in training.
Oh.
Okay.
who fell into a vat of chemicals.
For sure. This goes without
I know.
saying.
Okay.
This was
okay.
every pitch we talk about
I-
from
oh.
here on out.
He's the veteran and he's training him.
Well, he
No,
for some
no.
reason wants a career, like late stage career change.
No. This is what happened.
Okay.
Tim is a roommate. I'm a podcaster, former late night host who lives with Tim Olyphant. Who that's not his name. His name's Chet Chasnick. And Chet, we'll work this out. We'll figure this out. But Chet is a gigolo. Okay.
Okay.
And then I've always been a little jealous of that. Then I fall into chemicals. There's obviously
The podcast bubble bursts.
You're dying and you just want to have a sexcapade. And so you're like, show me the ways.
okay. I didn't realize. Okay. Well, there's dying. I was going to say I fall into chemicals. I'm in the hospital and they're doing rehab on me and they say you need to find a new hobby. And I say, well, my roommate is a gigolo.
Mm-hmm.
But I know so little about it. I call it gigolo.
Yeah.
That's how little
And
I know about
you
it.
pay the women to do you.
Yes,
Yes, so
and I
he's
don't
just
have
a
enough.
John.
And it's yeah. And Tim is like, what?
And he gets arrested for soliciting
And
prostitution.
the movie ends.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, and because
And then he falls in another vat of chemicals.
Wait, the police go to arrest me. I'm totally confused because I think what I'm doing. First of all, I know that I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Because I'm losing a ton of money as a gigolo, or as I call it, gigolo. And then the police come to arrest me. I run away, and while they're chasing me, I fall into more chemicals.
Yes, and the
Oh.
movie's called Gusta Gigolo.
I'm Gus the Gigolo.
Everywhere I
Everybody-
Joe.
Okay. I gotta.
You know.
No,
I gotta
it checks
go.
out. It checks out if you do the math.
You know what? It checks
Roll the
out.
tape
If you
back.
have a piece of paper
Roll
and
the
you've just
tape
written
back.
rap and you're showing it to me, I guess it checks out. in the weird look, I guess it all checks out.
It checks out. It checks out. It checks out.
That reminds me of my least favorite thing about improv is when you go see improv and the people on stage are like, well, I'm in a chocolate factory. I make blenders. Wait, what? No, you don't. I'm your father. My father's dead. And they just look at the audience and the director walks out and goes, ha ha ha, and scene.
Yeah.
Like they nailed it.
Yeah.
That's what you do when you hold up this rap
Yeah.
at that point.
I disagree.
Nicely done. Okay. Let's put it out to the fans. If you think of a really good movie I could be in,
Yeah.
and I'm going to even say it could be an existing franchise where I would slot in nicely.
Mm.
And I'm serious. Like I'm not looking to do more. I think, and cinema isn't asking me to do more, but should the right idea come, I might do it.
Yeah.
Keep your heart open, yeah.
And so let's hear your ideas, fans.
Okay, great. We'll to be continued.